Alright, what's up, yins guys? I'm gonna do a quick tutorial that I never got around to doing here. Wanted to try to give you a basic idea of whatever you see on YouTube about here, which there's nothing right or wrong either way. It's just I'm trying to show you how the best combination of moves that are best for you. You know what I mean? Tie it in with the many occupations that I had, and areas you can do this in. This time I'm doing it bare feet this time because before I show you the whole idea of the split. Well, first of all, I'm looking at you and talking to you like this because there's a reason for that. You want to do different things, not just weightlifting squats with all kind of weight on your shoulders. You want to be able to do things like getting... It's not always about yoga and looking at chicks, which some of them are hot looking at all, and I try to preach the decent way of attitude about that. Instead of sitting on your ass, get up and do something. Whatever occupation you do, I did warehouse work. If you're a truck driver, do something to pass some time, and maybe it'll help you, not like you're Bruce Lee or stuff, with a little extra, to be able to defend yourself or whatever the hell too, without acting like you're Van Damme or Bruce Lee. But this time, unlike combat boots or steel-toed boots, which bare feet this time, I wanted to show you a trick this time too, why I do these ballet-like stuff. For the feet like this, we're going to, like, along with the crow's pose, doing shit like this. This goes hand in hand with, say, if you're wearing steel-toed boots, whether you're driving truck or out in the warehouse, if you kick something, you have maybe kicked some items, whether you're mad or for work-related reasons, you kick things around. Your feet don't get run into the steel-toed boots and you don't hurt your toes. You can get preconditioned here. Doing a lot of this. Along with you seeing the yoga chicks or dudes doing the crow's pose, this is more like what ballet people be doing. The reason why I like it, because I do fist push-ups anyway on cement and everything else, and might as well do it with your feet. And there's a few times I actually... you ever walk around with bare feet and something that you never got around to moving or putting away on the floor, always running your foot in it, and you're swearing, saying words like shucks, golly, son of a gun, and whatever, and taking Jesus Christ's name in vain. This will, if you're accidentally doing that already and haven't broke toes, you might as well do something to strengthen that, because, like, if you have to kick something or kick somebody to defend yourself, or kicking an object. You ever kick an object with steel-toed boots and your feet inside run into the steel toe, and you can hurt your toes that way. It has happened. But do plenty of this. You can go halfway like that. When you go a little bit more out like this. See that? But that's like a little trick you see the ballet people doing anyway. And if you're into stuff if you're somebody that's even better than me at some shit, if you do the knuckle push-ups or whatever, you might as well do the shit on your toes anyway, because you wear steel-toed boots, you kick something, whether because you're mad or kick for any reasons, or if you have to kick somebody or something, you won't hurt you, because like I said, it happens. And my stuff is geared towards you somewhere anyway and you don't got time for the gym. Do it at your lunch break or before your shift or some shit. Don't let anybody see you, because there are people it's challenging and confrontational, or act of rebellion, or it's regarded as a territorial pissing even to certain supervisors, maybe the ones with a beer belly and an attitude that or any of the, I don't want to say total work, but anyway, once you're doing that, everything, whether your boots are bare feet, the boring downward dog or whatever, the best you can, even if you're bad at it, and tie your hair, by the way, if you really should, because the ponytail hanging a certain place kind of helps. But even if you're not even good at this, anything for that hamstring, you can stand on your feet and walk indefinitely. If you got to be on your feet all day, it makes a huge difference, even if you're So that all goes, downward dog goes hand in hand with this. You're pushing like here, like this, your elbows to try to get that with the splits. Whether you're wearing shoes, boots, or bare feet. Where I showed you the thing with bare feet to tie it in. But you gotta pull that out. And then there's a thing where I should show you sitting in my chairs over there. You can sit in lawn chairs, like a two-seater chair like I got on my porch, right, and do this, right, but then you got some kind of handle to hold on to when you're sitting on certain furniture and couches, like say, and even if it's in perfect. Oh, by the way, too, underneath my pants I got some, you know, they don't have to be copper fit. I'm wearing them, the knee huggers, you don't have to have copper fit. Get yourself some good knee hugger devices. That's what I call them, knee huggers, but copper fit things on your knees, because no matter what age you are, if you're getting older, underneath, like, say, your knees, those knee hugger things actually help, because you can be putting pressure on your knees, and you're trying not to when you're doing splits. But say, well, you're pushing out with your elbows like this, but then you can lead to the crow's pose, like they should be doing like this. Or you can on your head. Worst case scenario, say you can't do it right, so what? You can't balance up. You fall on your head, so what? It ain't gonna hurt your head, it ain't gonna hurt you, so don't worry about it. So everything from, and matter of fact, like say, shit like this actually gives you a lot of relief, say if you're doing something, kind of work all day. And plus, you can be sitting down too much, whether it's playing your video games or looking at your Kindle or your social media. So even shit like this is vital. It'll make a big difference. So then there you be going like this, right? Start out like this. And then say go a little more. Like, and say do a push-up, get yourself all, you know. Then maybe go a little more. And say do a push-up or two, but right? Come back up right away. Because the reason I'm saying breaking this down some more for you is because, well, you go and you be trying to do the split for a long time and try to pull it. You can be like, say, hurting your knees, but like I said, I got some knee huggers on under here, and it makes a big difference, right? Oh, and you get so far too. Put your weight on one hand. You'll see a big difference in it the splits trying to get down there. And I never wear the proper ideal pants or attire, because I just don't know. But say you sit for a long time like this, don't do it too long at first. Do stuff so you could get in a habit of, well, I say the push-up, get in a habit where you can get back up right away. I mean, just repeat this every like 5 seconds if you have to. Then before you know it, you can get like that, you know what I'm saying? And putting the weight right here, one hand, makes the difference, and there you go, you got it. And then if you're wearing jeans slightly baggy, you got to pull them because it's kind of, and then there you go. But depending on your posture here, to have yourself stand up, if you look at this from the side profile, and then whether you want to get up and escape like I said, or kind of like move it into a, like that, and then hold it, you can feel that there pulling. But like I said, wearing the knee huggers makes a big difference. They don't have to be copper fit. They make a huge difference. And if I were you, you do certain shit in an occupation, whether it's a warehouse or whether you're out there or doing weed eat or mowing grass for some team or groundskeeping, where if it's not too hot outside, you know, and it kind of don't irritate you, wear the knee huggers, because even walking around, it makes a huge difference, even though they're not copper fit. And like if you're old, you don't want to admit to it. A shit like, I don't want to go on and on too much, but it's very simple, self-explanatory. And I think that's just about all I got. You know, any of you guys that watch my stuff on a regular basis. But a lot of my other media got a lot more views. But I want to be basically, if at all, your key to, if you're watching these yoga chicks, unlike these other losers out there, they're saying usual comments, get off your ass and do something, you know, I mean, be able to do what you, you know. Hell, I got fired from a glass factory where I was just showing off in front of the chicks. Well, they're married chicks, so I got a partner, but not like that, you know what I mean? Because there are chicks over there that, you know, their natural hair, some of them older and gray like mine, right? And they, you know, did work actually picking up stuff, heavy stuff, and figured like showing off. Well, have some of the ones that, hey, if they relive their cheerleader gymnastics days, you know, where there was a lot of places. Well, I'm not going to go on too much about that, like a case where you get fired for. This is supposed to enhance your ability to work, but I got fired from it for that reason. I had friends that weren't on the side of those idiots, but as I said, there was like a lot of married chicks over there, husbands and wives and mothers and daughters working there. A lot of them didn't give a shit, but there were shit starters. Like I said, there's levels of people that respect you for it, and dudes and chicks that be doing work that's admirable already, especially chicks. I don't want to get on the pros and cons of feminism out there, but I think it was admirable. And I like just harmless showing off. I do a little extra stuff. And you're going to get the supervisors and then different people. You don't want to always call them woke. You don't know for sure, but it's regarded as some supervisors, especially ones with a beer belly and an attitude that were there because of nepotism that don't do no work, but yet it becomes you doing something, whether it's push-ups or any kind of a thing, it becomes like to them it's like a territorial pissing and challenging their authority, whether you intend to do so or not, you know what I mean? But that's where I stand on it. Not to go on and on about that, but I'm just trying to say that customizing it to who you are and what you do. It's not always about plastic yoga mats, and some of them chicks that I look at on YouTube, very cool people. They use the yoga mats. I'm not putting that down and trying to give you a better attitude or whatever too. Something that actually reaps something. That's the point. So there you have it.